Welcome to the Butterfly Blossom Blanket Crochet Along. The pattern calls for DK weight yarn. Lion brand ice cream big scoop was used. I'm using a DK weight as well and some coordinating colors. You want to have a color changing longer than a variegated yarn, but a cake yarn is going to be, you can use it, but you'll have more color blockings as opposed to changing colors as often. So you're kind of looking for a medium length of color change in the yarn that you choose. There are two slightly different versions of the squares. I'll be showing you the difference between those as we work our way through. You need a hook size that works for your yarn. Mine calls for a 4mm hook. I crochet large, so I'm using a 3.5mm, and have some scissors handy as well. So once you have your supplies, let's get started. Round 1, we begin with a magic loop and chain 3. We'll work 11 double crochet into the ring. 1, 2. So 11 double crochet. Can close the ring and join with a slip stitch to the top of our starting chain 3. And if you're using color changing yarn, we do not fasten off throughout. If you wish to change colors, the placement is entirely up to you. 12 stitches. Round 2, we're going to turn our work to the back side, chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in the same stitch as our join and place a treble crochet in that same stitch. And in each stitch around, we will single crochet and treble crochet in the same stitch. As we make the singles, those trebles will sort of fold over, and we want them to fold to make a little bobble towards the right side of the work. So you can just watch throughout that instead of the trebles folding back towards us, we want it to fold out to the right side. So single and treble crochet in each stitch around, joining with a slip stitch to our starting single crochet. And then if we turn it to look at the right side, you can see how those trebles sort of form those bobbles. And we do want to have our work turned to the right side for the next round. We have 24 stitches, round 2. Round 3, we will start with a chain 3, working with the right side facing, and double crochet in that same stitch as our join. We'll place a double crochet in each of the treble crochet from last round, and 2 double crochet in each of the single crochet from last round. 1 double in the treble crochet, 2 doubles in the single crochet. And you can go ahead and work that all the way around, joining to the top of our chain 3 to finish this round. 36 stitches. Round 4 is the first round that we have a variation. So if you're making the alternate square, I will show that after I show the first type of square. Now you can decide how you want to lay out your blanket. The one in the pattern, use the alternate square, just one of them in the center of her blanket. So 9 squares total for the baby size blanket and just one alternate. You can decide for yourself how you would like to make that, but I'll show you the alternate at the end of showing you the first way. Now round 4 starts with working in the front loops of this round. I'm going to redo my slip stitch at the end of the previous round, and working in the chain, I'm just going to slip stitch in that front loop of the top chain instead of working under 2 loops for my slip stitch. And then to start round 4, it's easier to find that front loop. So we'll chain 1, single crochet in that front loop of the chain where I just showed you. In the next stitch, we will work 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, 4 double crochet in the next front loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So just in case you're wondering what I mean by front loop, normally we insert our hook under 2 loops at the top of the stitch. For the front loop, we just insert our hook under that first of those 2 loops. So single crochet front loop in 2 stitches, 1 and 2. And then we'll repeat that around, starting with 4 double crochet in the front loop of the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, 4 double crochet in the front loop of the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Single crochet front loop of each of the next 2 stitches. So you can go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you just before the end of the round. Our last 2 sets of 4 double crochet with that chain 2 in between, or that last petal, we will single crochet front loop of this last stitch, omitting the second single crochet since we started with a single crochet, and we will join with a slip stitch to that single crochet. So these groups of 4 double crochet make these sort of roughly looking petals. There should be 18 single crochet, 72 double crochet, and 9 chain 2 spaces. Please double check that you have 9 of these petals. So for the alternative square, or the alternate square, we will start the same way for round 4, chain 1, single crochet in that front loop of the same chain where we joined to finish last round. And then we'll work 4 double crochet in this next front loop, 2, 3, and 4. And then this is where the variation is. In the previous square, we did a chain 2. We're going to make a picot at this point. So to make a picot, you chain 3. Then there's 2 ways of sort of closing the picot. General way is in that first chain we did, the 3rd chain from our hook. We insert in that chain, pull the loop through to make a slip stitch to close the picot. So that's sort of the standard way of making a picot. I do mine slightly different. It's entirely up to you. I insert in the top loop of the stitch just made before the chain 3 and through the side post leg of that stitch to pull up a loop and slip stitch. And then 4 double crochet front loop of that next stitch, 3 and 4, and then front loop single crochet in the next 2. So very similar to our first version, only we have this picot in our petal instead of the chain 2 space. The other difference is I'm using a solid color. You can use your border color. I've introduced a third color for mine to do my centers. So I'll be working the center of this square all in this color before doing my color changing yarn. So if you're working the alternate square, you will work this round all the way around, omitting the last single crochet and joining to our first single crochet. So you will have 18 single crochet, 72 doubles, and 9 picot. Again, make sure you have 9 of these petals. Round 5, we are going to be working back in those back loops where we worked the front loop stitches last round. So we'll chain 1 first, and then we want to find the back loop of the chain. Now it always looks a little bit different than the other stitches. This back loop of that first stitch. There we go. One will slip stitch into that and then do a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. So we chained 1, found the back loop of that starting chain from the previous round to work a slip stitch and chain 3, and we'll work a double crochet in that same back loop. So you will notice I sort of fold over these petals as I work. We'll double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, which should be behind the 2 halves of the petals. For this first one, that changes as we work along. Two double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in each of the next 2. And we'll repeat that. 2 double crochet in the next. Double crochet in each of the next 2. 1 double crochet in each of those next 2. So you can continue that around, joining to the top of our starting chain 3 at the end of the round. So you should have 48 stitches once you've worked that all the way around. We will join to the top of our chain 3 to finish this round. Round 6, we will chain 3, double crochet in the same stitch as our join or as our chain 3. Then we will place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochet in the next stitch. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3. And we'll repeat that around. 2 double crochet in the next. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3. Once you've worked that all the way around, you'll join to this top of our starting chain 3. Now for the next round, again, we're going to be working in front loop only. So instead of joining through 2 loops of the chain, I'm going to find that front loop again to insert my hook under and just slip stitch in the front loop to prepare for the next round. You should have 60 double crochet. Round 7, again, is an alternate version round, so I will be showing you both options, starting with the main square first. So we will chain 1 single crochet in that front loop. Then in the next stitch, we will make our 4 double crochet, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, 4 double crochet in the next front loop of the next stitch, 2, 3, and 4. And then single crochet front loop of both the next 2 stitches, and repeat that around. 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet, 2 single crochet in the front loops. The alternate is slightly different, so don't work ahead right now until I can show you that. So again, after that last petal, there should be 1 stitch left where we will place a single crochet in that stitch and then join to our starting single crochet to end this round. And again, you will want to double check that you have 15 petals on this round. 30 single crochet, 120 double crochet, and 15 chain 2 spaces. So for the alternate square, again, we'll be working in those front loops. We will chain 1 single crochet in the front loop as the same stitch as join. Now this time, to make the petals, we're going to work the front loop, but we're going to make 3 double crochet instead of 4 double crochet. So 3 double crochet in the front loop of that next stitch, chain 3 to make a picot. Again, you can slip stitch in that first chain or in those top side loops as I do. For a picot, front loop, 3 double crochet in the next stitch. So the difference between the other square, doing a picot instead of chain 2, and we're working 2 groups of 3 double crochet instead of 4 double crochets. Single crochet in the front loop of the next 2 stitches. And repeat that around. 3 double crochet in the front loop of the next stitch. Chain 3. And slip stitch to make the picot, 3 double crochet in the front loop of the next stitch. Single crochet front loop of each of the next 2, and continue that all the way around. Remembering on the last repeat, we will only do 1 single crochet before joining to our starting single crochet. I'm at the end of the row, finishing out my final repeat. I've done the petal, 1 stitch left to work a single crochet in the front loop only, join with a slip stitch to our starting single crochet. And again, you'll want to check that you have 15 petals, be a total of 30 single crochet, 90 double crochet, and the 15 picot. So round 8, we are going to work behind the petals again, working in those unused back loops from the previous round. So to start, we find that back loop of the chain and slip stitch into we chain 1 first and then slip stitch into the back loop of that first stitch, which was a chain, so it looks a bit different. Chain 3, double crochet in that same back loop. Double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll repeat this all the way around. So it's 2 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in each of the next 4. Three and 4. So You can repeat that sequence all the way around and join to the top of our starting chain 3 at the end of the round. So you should have 72 double crochet. Round 9, we will chain 3 and double crochet in the same stitch as our join. We'll double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll repeat that all the way around. 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in each of the next 5. Okay, just work that all the way around, joining to the top of our starting chain 3 at the end of the round. 84 stitches. Round 10, we will chain 1, then we're going to single crochet in the back loop of each stitch around, so being careful to start with that first stitch and then back loop only, single crochet. So instead of going under both top loops, we go through just that back loop. And we'll continue that all the way around, joining to our starting stitch at the end of the round. "84 stitches. Round 11, we will start squaring off. So we'll chain 3, place a double crochet in that same stitch, chain 2, and 2 double crochet all in that same stitch to form our first corner. We'll double crochet in each of the next 20 stitches. 2, 3, 19, and 20 double crochet. Ready to work another corner, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, 2 more double crochet all in that same stitch. Ready to work 20 double crochet before another corner. You can go ahead, repeat that around, joining to our starting chain 3 before or to finish this round. It may curl a little bit at this point, but that will straighten out in the next round. Each side then will have 24 double crochet between these chain 2 corner spaces. Round 12, we want to slip stitch into this next stitch and then into the corner space to begin this round. We will chain 4, which counts as a treble crochet, make a second treble in that corner space, chain 2, and 2 more treble. Then working down the side, we will treble crochet in the first 2 stitches, double crochet in the next 4, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet, half double crochet in 3, 1, 2, 3, 6 single crochet, 1, 2, 5 and 6 single crochet, 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, 4 doubles, 3 and 4, 2 trebles, which should bring us to that corner space to work our new corner of 2 treble crochet, chain 2, 2 treble crochet. And then we can work that all the way around the other sides, joining to the top of our chain 4 to finish this round. "28 stitches per side. Round 13, again, we'll slip stitch in the next stitch and into the corner space. Chain 4, which counts as a half double crochet and a chain 2. Then we'll half double crochet in this same space to make our new corner. So we're going to work front post double crochet around the next stitch, so yarn over, insert from the front around the back of that stitch, back out to the front, yarn over, pull the loop up, yarn over, pull through 2 twice to finish a double crochet. Then we'll work a back post double, so yarn over, this time insert the hook from the back around that double crochet and out to the back again, yarn over, pull the loop up, yarn over, pull through 2 twice to finish a back post double. And we'll repeat front post double, and back post double. And one more front post double crochet. Then we're going to make a half double crochet in each of the next 18 stitches. Being careful not to miss this first one just past that front post stitch. 1, 2, 17 and 18 half double crochet. Then we'll work those sets of front post and back post doubles again. So around the next post, front post double crochet, back post around the next stitch, front post around the next, back post around the next, ending the side with one more front post double crochet. And then in the corner we'll work half double crochet, chain 2, and a second half double crochet. Ready to start the next side with those front post double crochet, back post double, front post, back post, and one more front post double crochet, and then the 18 half double crochet. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around. Once you get to our starting corner, you will slip stitch into the second chain of our starting chain 4 to finish this round. "30 stitches per side. Round 14, we will slip stitch into that corner space again, chain 4, which counts as a half double crochet, chain 2. We'll half double crochet in this same stitch as well. And then half double crochet in that next stitch. Then we'll work front post, back post around each of those stitches. So we'll do the front post around the front post double crochet, back post double crochet around the back post double, front post double, back post double crochet, and one more front post double. Then we're going to work half double crochet in each of these 18 stitches, but we want to work in the third back loop. So normally we insert our hook under the top 2 loops of the stitch. If we fold it over, there is one more loop that is part of that half double crochet that lays across the back. And it's in that loop, so behind the top 2 loops into that third loop that we'll be working. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you can see from the right side how those top loops are visible on the front, forming a lovely texture. So we'll continue that 18 half double crochet worked in that third loop on the back. 18 half double crochet worked in that third back loop. Then we'll work the front post double crochet around the front post double from last round, back post around the back post, front post, back post, front post, then work a half double crochet in this last stitch before the corner, and work our corner stitches, half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and then starting down the next side, remember to half double crochet in that first stitch before working our sets of front post, back post stitches, and then those 18 half double crochet in the third loop. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around. You will join to the chain 2 of our starting chain to finish this round. (32 stitches per side). Round 15, again we will slip stitch into that chain 2 corner space, chain 4 again, which counts as a half double crochet, and chain 2, and place a half double crochet in that corner space. So now we want to find our corner space of round 12. So that's sort of my taupe colored round here. We are going to work into that chain space between the stitches that are there. We'll make a treble crochet, so yarn over twice, insert your hook down in that round 12 chain space, and complete a treble crochet. We'll skip the first half double crochet behind that treble and half double crochet in the next stitch, and work that set of front post double crochet and back post double crochet. Front, back, and front, and then the 18 half double crochet in that third back loop again. So these next few rows will all be worked similarly with his half double crochet in the third back loop and the sets of front post and back post double. They'll just be the stitches of the corner that are different each round. Half double crochet in that third back loop and worked the sets of front post back post stitches. Ready for half double crochet in the next stitch, which can sometimes be hidden by the post stitch, so be careful to find the correct stitch. And then we'll place that treble crochet down on this round 12 chain between the stitches that we made there in round 13. So treble crochet in the round 12 corner, skip the half double crochet behind, then in the corner space we'll half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and then work that next treble down just beside the treble we just made in that same round 12 corner space. Skip the one stitch, half double crochet in the next. Then you're ready to work those front post, back post stitches, the 18 half double crochet, and so on. Once you've worked your way around, again, you will join to the second chain of our starting chain 4. "34 stitches per side. Round 16, we'll slip stitch into that corner space again, chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet. We'll place 2 more half double crochet in this corner space. Now we're going to make a treble crochet, this time down on the round 13 corner space. Between the stitches that are there, treble crochet. Skip the half double crochet behind. We want to place a front post double around the treble from last round. Half double crochet in that half double crochet, and then ready to work our sets of front post and back post stitches. Front, back, front, back, front. And then those 18 half double crochet worked in that third back loop. So I completed my 18 back loop in the third back loop, half double crochet, and the 5 front post back post stitches. Ready to place a half double crochet in the half double, front post double around the treble from last round, and then a treble crochet in the round 13 corner stitch between the 2 stitches that are already there. Skip the half double behind, and in the corner space we'll work 3 half double crochet. Ready to work down the next side with that treble in the round 13 space just beside the treble that we just made. Front post double around the treble from last round, half double crochet in that half double crochet, and ready to continue with our post stitches and those half double in the third back loop. Once you've worked your way around, you will join to our starting chain 2. Finishing up my final side here, I want to work that last treble in the round 13 space just before the treble that we started the round. And then slip stitch to the top of that chain 2 to finish this corner. 36 stitches per side plus that center half double crochet as our corner stitch. Round 17, for our corner stitches, we're going to work, instead of into the stitch, we're going to work in the space that's between these half double crochets. So just be careful when you do that. There's the top loops, there's that third loop at the back, so we want to make sure we're underneath 1, 2, 3 loops when we work into the space between. So we'll slip stitch between the chain 2 and that half double crochet, and work a beginning double crochet cluster. So we'll chain 2, yarn over, work into that space, pull up a loop, and complete a double crochet, and that acts as a double crochet cluster. We'll chain 2 and we'll work a second double crochet cluster in that same space between the stitches. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and leave those 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over into that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. There should be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops to complete that double crochet cluster. We'll chain 2, which is our corner space, and then between the second and third stitch, we will work another double crochet cluster. Chain 2, and 1 more double crochet cluster in that same space. We'll work a front post double crochet around that treble, and a front post double around the front post double. Half double crochet in that stitch, and then work our 5 stitches with the front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, and then ready to begin our 18 half double crochet in the back loop only, and then you can work those front post back post stitches, and I'll join you at that section. I've worked those 18 third loop only half double crochet and the set of front back, and front post stitches. Ready to work a half double crochet in that next stitch, front post double around the front post double, front post double around the treble. And then ready to work between this first and second half double crochet in the corner. We'll yarn over and work double crochet cluster. Chain 2 and a second double crochet cluster. Chain 2 for our corner space, and then between the second and third half double crochet under all of those loops, we'll work double crochet cluster, chain 2, double crochet cluster, front post double around the treble, front post double around the front post double, half double crochet in that half double, and then ready to work our stitches down the side. So again, you can work that all the way around, joining to the top of our starting cluster to finish the round. 34 stitches per side with those 4 double crochet clusters in each corner. Round 18, we'll slip stitch into the chain 2 corner space, or just the chain 2 space rather. We're going to work a beginning popcorn, so we'll chain 3 and then make 4 more double crochet in that same spot, in that same space. That's 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. Remove the loop from our hook. We want to find our chain 3 and insert the hook in that top chain. Put the loop back on the hook and pull through that chain. We'll chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. In this center chain 2 space, we will work the double crochet cluster, chain 2, and a second double crochet cluster. Then in the next chain 2 space, we'll work another popcorn. So we make 5 double crochet, remove the loop from our hook, insert your hook in the first double crochet, put the loop back on the hook, pull through, chain 1 to close. Front post double crochet around each of these 2 front post doubles. Place that half double crochet in the half double crochet, then work our set of 5 post stitches. Front, back, front, back, and front. Ready to work those 18 half double crochet in the 3rd back loop, and then you can work the next set of 5 post stitches as well, and I'll meet you at that point. The 18 half double crochet and the 5 post stitches. Half double crochet in that next stitch, front post double around each of the next 2 front post doubles. We're ready to work around the corner. In the first chain 2 space, we'll make a popcorn. So 5 double crochet, insert in the first double crochet, pull the loop through, chain 1 to close. Double crochet cluster in the next chain 2 space, chain 2, double crochet cluster. And popcorn in the next chain 2 space. Then ready to work down the side with those 2 front post double, the half double, our set of 5 post stitches, and so on. So you can go ahead, work your way all the way around, and I'll join you just at the end of the round. So when you've worked your way around, we want to join to our starting popcorn. I like to find the center of where those stitches come together to insert my hook through, like that, to join. 38 stitches per side, including the popcorns and the double crochet clusters. Now, if you're working the alternate square, you may wish to change your color at this point. The next round for the alternate square can be worked in the border color. I will show you that in a few minutes. For this regular square, we want to slip stitch into that cluster and then into the corner chain 2 space to start round 19. We will chain 2, half double crochet in that same space, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochet in that same corner space. We're going to place a half double crochet in all stitches down the side. So in that cluster, in the popcorn, and then in all the rest of the stitches. We'll be working through the top 2 loops of all stitches this round. So that should be 38 half double crochet down the side, and in the corners then have the 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet. Once you've worked your way all the way around, join to our starting chain 2 to finish this round. 42 stitches per side. Round 19 for the alternate round. You are going to take your preferred color for this round. We will join in any of the chain 2 corner spaces with a standing half double crochet. We'll place a second half double crochet in that same space, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochet in that corner space. We'll half double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches, starting with the double crochet cluster and in the popcorn. So that's 2, 3. Nine and 10 half double crochet. Then we'll work in the 3rd loop on the back for these next 18 half double crochet. 18 half double crochet in the 3rd loop at the back. (17) and 18 half double crochet, and then we'll work 10 more half double crochet in both loops of these next stitches. 3, 4, so 9 will be in the popcorn and 10 will be in the double crochet cluster. Ready to work our corner stitches again of 2 half double crochet in that chain 2 space, chain 2, 2 more half double crochet, and ready to repeat down the row. You can work your way around, join to our starting stitch to finish this round. And then you will just follow the remaining instructions for the other square to finish off this alternate square. Round 20, we'll slip stitch into that next half double crochet and then slip stitch into the corner space. Chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in that corner space. And we'll single crochet in each stitch down the side, being careful to get this very first stitch past the corner. So single crochet in every stitch down each side, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the corner. When you've worked your way around, you'll join with a slip stitch to our starting single crochet. So when you've worked your way around, if you're working the regular square, you can fasten off at the end of this round. We will be changing to the border color. If you're working the alternate round, you've already switched to the border color, so you don't need to fasten off. Round 21 for the regular square, we're going to use our border color. We want to join with a standing half double crochet in the corner, chain 2 space. Chain 2, and we'll work a second half double crochet in that space. We'll place a half double crochet in every stitch, including the first stitch past the corner, and work our way down the side. Half double crochet in each stitch, and the corners will be half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, joining to our starting stitch at the end of the round. Round 22, the final round, we want to slip stitch into this corner space, chain 4, which counts as a half double crochet and a chain 2. Place another half double crochet in that same corner space, and then working down the sides, a half double crochet in every stitch, including that very first stitch past the corner. Half double crochet in each stitch of the side, placing half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in the corners. When you've worked your way around, you'll join to the second chain and fasten off to complete the square. "48 stitches and the chain 2 corners. So now you can decide how many squares you want to make for whichever size of blanket works good for you. Like I said, the designer made 9 squares for a good size baby blanket. So you can do that and make as many of the alternate or regular squares as you prefer. Sew in all the ends and get ready to meet me back here next week to join the squares and put a border around our beautiful blanket. Enjoy!